Emerging from North Korea's secretive shipyards is the Cho-hun-class destroyer, Pyongyang's largest and most ambitious warship yet, a vessel that has captured the attention of military analysts worldwide. This imposing ship, bristling with weaponry and advanced radar systems, represents a significant leap forward for North Korea's naval engineering, which has long lagged behind its regional rivals. For decades, the Korean People's Navy has been overshadowed by the country's massive army and its ever-expanding missile forces. The introduction of the Cho-hun class marks a turning point, signaling a new era where naval power is no longer an afterthought, but a central pillar of North Korea's military strategy. More than just a ship, the Cho-hun class is a bold statement, a floating symbol of Kim Jong-un's intent to project power far beyond North Korea's isolated shores. It's a message to both domestic audiences and the world that the regime is determined to expand its influence at sea. The destroyer is designed for spectacle and propaganda, paraded through harbors and military celebrations as proof of the regime's strength, technological progress, and self-reliance. Its presence is meant to inspire pride at home and caution abroad. Its debut signals North Korea's ambition to develop a true blue-water navy, one capable of operating in the open ocean, projecting force far from its own coastline, and potentially threatening distant targets or disrupting regional shipping lanes. The ship's arrival has not gone unnoticed. Regional navies, especially those of South Korea, Japan, and the United States, are now forced to reassess their maritime strategies and remain vigilant as North Korea's naval capabilities continue to evolve. For a navy that once relied almost entirely on outdated patrol boats and small coastal craft, the Cho-hun class represents a dramatic leap in both capability and prestige. It's a clear sign that North Korea is determined to modernize its fleet, no matter the cost. Yet, despite the fanfare, questions remain about the ship's true effectiveness and the Navy's ability to operate such a complex vessel. Whether the Cho-hun class can truly fulfill Pyongyang's grand ambitions, or if it will remain more a symbol than a threat, remains to be seen. Analyzing the Cho-hun class is a challenge. Information is scarce, filtered through state propaganda and satellite images. North Korea's secrecy means most details are guesswork, with no official data or public access. State media carefully stage every image, highlighting strengths and hiding flaws. Every claim must be met with skepticism. What's visible may not reflect reality. We can count missile cells and spot radar arrays, but their true capabilities are unknown. The ship's internal systems, engines, electronics, combat integration, remain a black box. This deliberate ambiguity is meant to confuse adversaries and inflate the ship's perceived power. Ultimately, the Cho-hun class could be a formidable warship, a hollow shell, or something in between. Satellite imagery suggests the Cho-hun class is about 110 meters long, making it North Korea's largest surface combatant. Its size marks a leap in shipbuilding ambition, allowing for more weapons, supplies, and longer missions. The design borrows some modern features, but lacks advanced stealth, prioritizing firepower over subtlety. As the Navy's flagship, it will lead exercises and provide a new surface strike capability. Its presence changes the regional naval calculus, demanding attention from rivals. Yet, as a lone, high-value asset, it's also a major liability, an obvious target in any conflict. With limited support and air defense, its survivability is questionable. The Cho-hun class is a bold investment, but its true impact depends on how it's used. Comparing the Cho-hun class to the U.S. Navy's Arleigh Burke-class destroyer highlights a vast technological gap that defines modern naval warfare. These two ships, though both classified as destroyers, represent entirely different eras and philosophies of naval design. The Cho-hun, a product of North Korea's limited shipbuilding capabilities, is a symbol of regional power projection, while the Arleigh Burke is a floating fortress, bristling with the latest in Western military technology. The Arleigh Burke is not only larger and heavier, but it's also engineered for global operations, able to sail vast distances and operate in any ocean. Its hull is designed for survivability, and its advanced propulsion systems give it both speed and endurance. In contrast, the Cho-hun is built for coastal defense and short-range missions, with far less range and resilience. At the heart of the Arleigh Burke is the Aegis combat system, a technological marvel that can track and engage hundreds of targets simultaneously, from aircraft to incoming missiles. Its radar and tracking systems are among the most sophisticated in the world. The Cho-Hun's sensors and fire control are far simpler, likely limited to basic radar and targeting systems, making it much less effective in a modern battle environment. The American destroyer boasts 96 vertical launch cells, each capable of firing a variety of missiles: anti-air, anti-ship, and even ballistic missile defense. This gives the Arleigh Burke unmatched flexibility and firepower. The Cho-Hun, by comparison, is equipped with perhaps 8 to 16 launchers, limiting its ability to respond to multiple threats or sustain a prolonged engagement. North Korean missiles, while potentially dangerous, are less proven in real combat and are likely less reliable than their American counterparts. Many of their systems are based on older Soviet or Chinese designs, and their effectiveness remains largely untested. In a direct confrontation, the Arleigh Burke's superior sensors, electronic warfare capabilities, and overwhelming firepower would almost certainly dominate the engagement. Its ability to jam enemy sensors, launch preemptive strikes, and defend against incoming missiles gives it a decisive edge. The Cho-Hun would likely be detected at long range, electronically jammed and neutralized before it could even get within striking distance. Its limited defenses and outdated technology make it highly vulnerable to modern naval tactics. While the Cho-Hun is a giant within North Korea's modest navy, it is thoroughly outclassed on the world stage, especially when compared to the technological giants fielded by the United States and its allies. Its real value lies in regional intimidation and coastal defense, not in challenging peer adversaries on the open sea. The Cho-Hun is best suited for patrolling North Korean waters and projecting power close to home. In the end, the Cho-Hun is a David among Goliaths, but with far fewer stones, and little chance of victory in a true head-to-head fight against the world's most advanced warships. The Cho-Hun class's main armament is its vertical launching system, likely holding 8 to 16 cruise missiles. These are believed to be the Patasuri 6, influenced by Russian and Chinese designs. The ship also mounts a 100mm main gun, less advanced than Western counterparts, but still useful for shore bombardment and close combat. For defense, it carries several close-in weapon systems, including Russian AK-630s and local variants, designed to shoot down incoming missiles and aircraft. Torpedo launchers add an anti-submarine capability, though their effectiveness is unclear. The weapon's fit suggests a multi-mission role, but with a clear focus on surface strike. On paper, the ship looks formidable, but true lethality depends on how well these systems are integrated. North Korea's ability to create a cohesive combat suite remains uncertain. The Cho-Hun class is closely tied to North Korea's recent cruise missile tests, which double as political theater. Missiles like the Hwasol-1, Hwasol-2, and Patasuri 6 have ranges up to 2,000 kilometers, threatening targets deep in South Korea and Japan. These missiles fly low and follow complex paths, making them hard to intercept. North Korea claims they can carry nuclear warheads, raising the stakes for regional security. The Patasuri 6 was first tested in early 2024, confirming its role as a sea-based weapon. Each successful test brings the Cho-Hun class closer to being a credible offensive platform. The ship is not just a symbol, it's part of an evolving weapon system. Its missile capability transforms it from propaganda piece to real threat. A warship's effectiveness depends on its sensors and combat systems, areas where the Cho-Hun class is most vulnerable. The ship's radars are likely based on outdated Chinese or Russian designs, lacking modern sophistication and resistance to jamming. Targeting distant land or sea targets requires advanced networks North Korea probably doesn't possess. Fire control systems are likely manual and fragmented, making the ship slow to react and easy to overwhelm. Superior adversaries could blind its sensors and disrupt communications, neutralizing its weapons. The gap between hardware and integration is the Cho-Hun's Achilles heel. Impressive on the outside, it may lack the eyes and brain needed for modern combat. This limits its effectiveness in any high-threat environment. Is the Cho-Hun class a game-changer or just a showpiece? The answer is both, but the reality is more nuanced than it first appears. On the surface, the Cho-Hun class is North Korea's boldest attempt yet to project naval power and modernize its fleet. It's a statement to the world that North Korea is not content to remain a minor player at sea. Against advanced navies, it's outmatched and vulnerable, a paper tiger in direct combat. When compared to the cutting-edge destroyers of the US, Japan, or South Korea, the Cho-Hun class falls short in terms of technology, firepower, and defensive systems. Its sensors and missile defenses are not on par with its rivals, making it a risky contender in a head-to-head battle. But as a mobile platform, for long-range, potentially nuclear-armed missiles, it complicates regional defense planning. Its ability to move and launch missiles from unexpected locations forces adversaries to constantly monitor and adapt, stretching their resources and attention. Its existence signals North Korea's growing naval ambitions and willingness to invest in new capabilities. The regime is clearly determined to expand its influence beyond land-based threats, and the Cho-hun class is a visible symbol of that intent. The ship is a testbed for future designs, and each iteration will likely improve. North Korean engineers are learning from each build, refining their techniques, and gradually closing the gap with more advanced navies. For now, it forces neighbors to bolster their own defenses and rethink strategies. Japan and South Korea are already increasing patrols and investing in new technologies to counter this evolving threat. The Cho-hun class matters, as a symbol, a learning platform, and a potential delivery system for North Korea's most dangerous weapons. Its presence at sea is a constant reminder of the regime's unpredictable nature and its willingness to challenge the status quo. It's not the all-powerful warship of propaganda, but it's a real step forward. The gap between image and reality is shrinking, and each new vessel brings North Korea closer to its ambitions. Even under sanctions, North Korea's military ambitions are growing in scale and sophistication. The country's ability to innovate under pressure should not be underestimated. As it continues to find ways to advance its military technology, the region must take this new threat seriously. The Cho-hun class may not tip the balance of power today, but it signals a future where North Korea's navy could become a far more formidable force.